I have a board meeting to order. Commissioner Weeks, will you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. First item on the agenda is to approve our agenda.
Move.
Motion by Weiss, second by Dinger. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. This time we'll open the meeting up for any public comments. Anyone wish to address the commission this morning on the topic that isn't on the agenda?
Howdy, Dirk Rogers, Brown County Highway. I just want to bring up load limits and just to get it out that they're coming, just like every other year. You know, it's 24 below last Tuesday morning when I left my house, so I'm not too freaked out about things going south, despite what the forecast is. It will cool off. The end of the 10-day forecast, it drops a little bit, but I think we'd be cool to, I'll plan on coming back next Tuesday. We'll discuss it again. I'll probably ask for permission to put them on, but we'll look at what it's at that day, and maybe we can get to the end of the week or something like that, but that's how I would like to approach it, if it's okay with you guys.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
See, Gage, that wasn't bad at all. I'm being informative, providing a service for the community.
Shot across
You did
the
a
bow.
great job. Thank
Great
you.
job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Derek.
Take a cookie on the way out.
You guys have a good day. Thank you.
You bet. Dr. Gupton, good morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Morning.
Hello, I'm Dr. Becky Gutson, and I am Superintendent of the Aberdeen Public Schools. We're celebrating Public Schools Week this week, so I just wanted to stop by and send greetings from the school district, and mostly a thank you to the Brown County employees. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without you, and I will tell you the interactions that we have with all the county employees have been exemplary. Whether it be an election question that we have, some tax things that we do. Once in a while we get tripped up on a school boundary. It's not always a straight line when we get outside of the city limits. And I was going to thank Dirk, but he left. But he is really great to work with. I do rely on him in the wintertime to make some decisions about school closings and when roads will be available and safe for students. So I appreciate everything that we do. We left you some information about some of the great things that have been happening in our schools over the last year, and we just wanted to share that with you, and mostly to say thanks for what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
Appreciate the partnership.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Becky. Anyone else who wish to address the commission this morning out there online?
I'll just make an announcement to Commissioner Dennert. His wife had a baby last night, and healthy baby boy, so congratulations to them and their family. So
That 8 pounds, 11 ounces. Nice
yeah,
healthy boy.
big chubby cheeks on him.
Anything else? Seeing none, we will move on. Award bid for small animal barn. That was in the packet. Rachel was not able to be with us today, but after reviewing the bids, she is recommending that we approve the bid from Mega Construction. And it wasn't the lowest bid, but the quality of material and so on, she felt was worth the additional. It was around $2,000 more than the lowest bid, but the gauge of steel was the deciding factor. The mega bid was, after sponsorship of $11,101.44, the bid was $105,000. The lowest bid was $102,800 by JH Construction. But her recommendation is to go with Lester Building 28 gauge steel from Mega Construction. She reviewed all of the plans. It's all the same, exact same size, so on. So,
Make a motion to approve.
motion by Gage to approve the Mega bid.
You or me, take your pick. Based on recommendation, I'll second it.
Motion by Weiss. Is there any further discussion? Anyone have any questions? Here's the information she sent around if you want to look it over.
Last night.
Yep, we all saw it. All right, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next up, we have fireworks permit for the Brown County Fair. same company we've been using the last
Nope.
few years, or a different company?
Different company, because Blue Fireworks sold out to this gentleman. It's
They're out of
RKM
Michigan?
Fireworks. Yes.
Okay. Motion by Weiss.
Second.
Second by Dinger. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Yeah, say no to fireworks at the fair.
I didn't say no.
Knock yourself out.
I didn't say no.
Next up, discuss county lien. There was a letter and information in the packet. A young lady that's requesting that a lien be removed from property that she inherited. Did you all have a chance to read the letter and her story? And
Yeah.
there's no doubt in my mind she was dealt a bad hand, but that still remains, there's a lien on the property. My question, Lynn, was, her father bought this property in 2022, the way I understand it. Were those liens put on prior to that?
One was from the 90s.
He had liens prior to that for,
But my question was, what were they on, since he just bought it in 2022?
it was on him himself because
Just
of...
himself?
Yeah, yeah.
They just didn't have any assets to attach them to, and then once he had assets in his name, they
Yeah.
attached to that
Okay,
asset.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if there was something else they were attached to or just personal, so.
Yeah.
And I think that 3 years prior to his death, he did make some pretty significant
Right.
payments in trying to get that balance down.
Yes, and I don't know if you've seen, I talked with Russell yesterday at equalization. The house is probably one that would have to be tore down. The single-stall garage possibly could stay, he wasn't sure in the condition of that. But he says by combining the two lots, we'd be looking at probably $15,000 to $20,000 to sell it as a bare lot. So you're aware of that.
What were the liens again? How much was it?
What's left?
Grand total is $8,060.22.
And this is Melissa Nielsen on the line.
Good
I
morning.
don't know,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
And we actually got a quote to how much it would cost to tear down the building, and it's actually $9,876.
And that would leave you with a bare lot then that would be worth approximately 15, that's a guess.
Correct.
And that's if it sells right away.
Right.
I don't
It's not
think-
in a great neighborhood.
Yeah, I guess I'll say, for me personally, reading through it without diving into like too much of her history and making everything known, I think, personally, I think she got dealt a pretty bad hand, in my opinion. And I think the liens and stuff should be on, which was in the letter, is her biological father, not her adopted father, from roughly, we'll say 5 years old on, so the person she knew, so I think this is just putting something on somebody that really doesn't deserve it, so I guess I'd be in favor of, holding the lien off on her. I think that should stay with her biological father. I don't think it should be on her to get rid of the property. And I think that's an uphill battle for her too. I think it's just, I don't wanna say, it's just, more bad news on bad news, I think, for her, so.
It is kind of a unique situation, and I
Yeah.
think if we do approve this, we're not setting a dangerous precedent or opening the floodgates. I think it's pretty unique, the circumstances surrounding it. Other thoughts?
There was a substantial part of the lien that had been satisfied when he had the opportunity to do it, so.
Yeah.
Not as if you didn't make an effort.
So I can make a motion to, release the lien on the property.
We have a motion by Gage to release the lien on this particular piece of property.
So if we don't, the lien stays on the property, and she'd have to do whatever she's gonna do to dispose of the property, or
Yeah, it would have to be paid in order to sell the property.
Right. In advance of that.
So that was kind of what my thought was, so I mean, I don't know her financial situation, but let's say that she's gotta take a short-term loan to pay off the $8,000. How long is it gonna be to sell it? I mean, what are you gonna get out of it? What if you don't even get that much? I mean, in the end, it could end up just costing her money on something that I don't think should've. I mean,
I don't think it
Just
should,
dealt a
I
bad
don't think
hand,
it
I
should
think,
cost
to be
her
honest.
money for sure.
Yeah.
I kinda would,
What property are we talking about? 316 and 317, that's Second Avenue.
Okay, all right. Just hearing partial discussion, we've got some other things that might be similar to that I would look into before we decide to, yes, wipe something out.
I think it's a dangerous precedent, I guess, and I'm very sympathetic to your situation, but I kinda wonder if we maybe look at this after, the due diligence to sell the property and then clear the liens for the property with the sale price and things like that. I would hate to see her get stuck with a debt over this deal, but yeah, I don't know. If the liens are attached to the property and the property can be sold and the liens be paid off of that, if there's a deficit at that point, then maybe we could look at that, but I think maybe we should hold off on this, personally. I'm definitely on the fence with it, but
I'm sympathetic to the situation. I think she's been, put into
Yeah.
a difficult situation she doesn't want, but I think there's more for us to know and understand yet. I did read through it, and I agree that it's a nasty situation.
Okay, I just wanted to check taxes. I wasn't aware of this, but taxes look all right. Listening.
At this point, we have a motion and no second. So we will not take any action on this. The motion died for lack of a second. Come before us again when you have an offer, you get the property cleared of the house, you have maybe a potential buyer, we can revisit it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Be good with that.
Okay. Everybody in agreement? Thanks for joining in, Melissa. All right, moving on to the consent calendar. Lynn?
Approval of the general meeting minutes of February 18th.
Motion by Weiss, second by Dinger. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Claims and payroll.
Motion by Weiss, second by Gage. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
HR report.
Move.
Motion by Weiss, second by Dinger. We have a new chief public defender hired as of today. All in
Wait.
favor? What's that?
Sorry.
We're about to.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Now we do.
Claim assignment.
Motion by Weiss, second by Dinger. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Abatements.
move.
Second.
Motion by Dinger, second by Weiss. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Travel request.
Move. Second.
Motion by Dinger, motion.
I didn't say anything.
Motion by Gage, second by
You
Weiss.
meant to.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion
The ref
carries.
lost sight of the puck, that was all.
Acknowledge the revised golf cart, ATV, and UTV rules and regulations for Brown County Fair.
Move.
Second.
Motion by Dinger, second by Weiss. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
In fairness, we have all reviewed all of this information in advance, so.
Lease agreement.
Move.
Second by Weiss, second by Gage. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Zoning ordinance, set hearing date and authorize advertising.
Move.
Motion by Weiss.
Second.
Second by Gage. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Final plat, the Lake Bold Raft Edition.
Move.
Second.
Motion by Dinger, second by Weiss. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
And the NWE Generation Edition.
Move. Second.
Motion by Weiss, second by Gage. I think there's probably a few people in the room that are here because of that plat. Appreciate you showing up. At this point, we're just approving the final plat, the advertising, so there will be other opportunities to better explain the project as it moves forward and give people the opportunity to ask them questions, just so you know how it works, so. Appreciate
Especially
you coming.
want us to know about it. Knows an answer. We've seen it and reviewed it.
I do have a question then. So it'll be published in the paper on, the rezone is the big concern, I guess I have. And how long is it published, and then when is the first reading? And
The
then
first reading will be March 18th.
March 18th, and then there's a second reading as well?
Yep, and that will be on April 1st, and at that point, they can adopt it. And then we publish again after that, which will be April 9th, and then it's effective April 29th.
So,
March 18th
Yes.
yeah.
for first reading?
So 3/18,
It's first reading, second reading, and possible adoptions April 1st,
April 1st, 4/1,
and then we publish it April 9th.
4/9.
Yep, and then it's effective April 29th.
Good?
Any other questions?
No.
Again, we appreciate you stopping in. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. All right, is there any other business to come before the Brown County Commission this morning? We've had a request to go into executive session for personnel and contracts.
Move.
Motion by Weiss, second by Digner. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. We are in exec. All right, we are back in session, out of exec with no action as a result. Is there anything else to come before the commission this morning?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Weiss,
Second.
second by Gage to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned.